Bio esai mama kwaba eba Ekosiisen dwumadi eso and eyewukiada. It's a Wednesday afternoon in the Akwaba Kese ne de mamu nyina eba Ekosiisen. So 18th day of November 2020. It's a Wednesday afternoon. Many thanks for joining us. In the background is one of Ghana's leading patriotic songs, Asemi Dika. Hey. Jume hwan na beye asemi hwan na beka obre hwan na bebo ye na wana wose ye bo ye na wana wose ye ka ya na wose ye se oman betu mpon a ejina me ne wo so endi ye wafem de ye me nso me ma fem de ye na ye mpega Ghana nsi hobi ye beda mo nyina asese mo de afidie no ato ha. We are live from 355 Fanofa Street in Kokomlemle, Accra. And the show is live on a number of affiliate radio stations from Tamale to BBNE. In Tuko Tamale, for example, you have ABC Radio, Salaga Kan FM, Obasunyani, you Storm FM, Oko Japekrom, you have Enidaso FM, Obarenchi, you have Riasi FM, you have Royal FM, Oko Akomadan, you have Cruise FM, Oko Finso, you have Time FM, Oko Brekum, you have Agro FM, Oba Ejora, you have Neje FM. Oko Asante Achema Gogo, you have Dansier FM. Oko Sekendi Takrade, you have Aseda FM, 105.9. Sounds now Oko BBNE, you have Ochiame FM, and over a dozen radio stations the fire live Ghana. How come on Onedia over 123 radio stations abroad and a Ekosiisen live and both online radio stations, traditional radio stations, Omunina fire live Ramanone Kakra met me abodin a Golden Radio Rooster, Hope for Life Radio of Virginia, Sankofa Radio of Germany, Yawo Abawa Radio, Amansan Radio, Golden Beach Radio, Winners Radio, NASPA Radio, Omuna United Kingdom, our Mofai in Jumedi live. Stations no door and me amudi and Fachaye, in him Simun Fire. Ghana for a woman on a war, Europe, a war America, Yedamun answer Samoko Sweaty. Thank you for making us number one. The political program of the year 2019, Ekosiisen is airborne. So tell a friend to tune in to 94.7 Asempa FM. We need your sable so, and I'm privileged to speak on behalf of the best production team in town, a team led by Dominic Kisi-Yaboa. Now, our strong support from Nana Chumberema, Jackson Osei Tiamwa, Eric Opari, DJ Yayo, and a Queen Star in Japan. Omuna Brian and Ekosiisen Ebremo. Omai Hene Kwabena Sante Bia Obia Chiao and Ewie. We have quite an interesting package for you this Wednesday afternoon. Unim se Enra and Presidency's issue statement, of course. Now, Chief of Staff holding statement or the bar Enra no shebo. Say the presidency will respond in full to some of the issues raised by Martin Amidu in his letter of resignation. And when you around there 9-10 and letter no ebaye signed by Nana Bedietuo Asante and Timoya my friend Nana Asante Bedietuo no the official name on that letter is Nana Bedietuo Asante, only executive secretary to the president, and Saneshas letter here close to 9 pages, response. And you better come you are the Director General of SNET. And one man will be wanting to interview for a long time, just for Mube Brina here some Mube SNET on some and then Nioma SNET Eddie Musika very important. Director General of SNET, Dr. John Oforitenkran. Dr. John Oforitenkran. He's our guest on Ekosiisen, and we are talking everything SNET, everything retirement, everything investment. Bibia Yebedi Sankomoina NRA Ewo Ekosiisen. So for our drink our show is heavy on your thoughts, your comments, your observations. Or the bar don't be a passive listener, be an active one. And Ebika, your WhatsApp line is 0546 382 287 0546 382 287. Would love to hear from you. And if our message is Brian, WhatsApp line 0546 382 287. Alternatively, share your Facebook Live. Facebook is here. Just search for Asempa 94.7 FM on Facebook and like our page. Ubit share live streaming on Facebook. Now, so we'll share live streaming now. Now, Odo Adwin Chirego, Yebekai Amon, or Twitter, you can follow us. Asempa 947_FM, Asempa 947_FM on Twitter. Follow us and let's get interactive. Mamena Abuafo no ase. In your Nescafe Sweet and Creamy. Your Agbeve Herbal Center, Amponsa Ifa Pharmaceuticals, Obapa Company Limited. Your Duraplast, Lumatrona. Or say a trusted anti-malarial for the family and an Engostra group of companies. You may quite buy the sound of our time, bro. May hear some segment so EcoBank Ghana, Vodafone. The future is exciting. Ready? Prostate 60, a healthy prostate, a healthy life. The Builders Bazaar, Rocksters Roofing Systems, JL Dankwa, Trelidor, Africa's strongest burglar proofing. Omona boy may hear some segment, bro. Now, for a one-on-one interview session, and I said the Makene, Director General of SNIT, Etnas Yedin Komo, and also Consolidated Bank of Ghana, CBG, we stand with you. Korean ginseng tea, a tea for a healthy life. Bell Aqua, Freshman, Fresh Lady, Fresh Cool Capsules, Ifri Sasem Pharmaceuticals, your heavy insecticide spray and coil, and Napa product, a dose, your Napa sardine, and Napa mackerel, and Napa spaghetti, and Napa soy milk, and Napa tuna, bebre, inti, uno supermarket also pay Napa product na ujimi nyina bi de kogufi no any problem and Napa tin tomatoes nso kan ekoye brutal any o HEPA plus mixer ye dra me amitimi di ho adanse e ma pomodin brutal HEPA plus mixer e immune booster a year juma papa pebineto omo boy me dey one-on-one interview session bremo and sunny the discussion segment we and Ibenya NPP constituency chairman for the new job in North constituency, the chairman Kujo Boaten Ajeman. He will join us in studio. Sounds now former MP for the Adenta constituency and the acting director of special duties for the NDC, Kujo Duasare, would also join us. In the Benifoni and Umbedin Komo on our discussion segment. Franco Trading Enterprise, phone Papa Pafi Ebuayeng, Bell Aqua Active, stay true to originality. Calitrust Travel and Tour, Seahorse Engine Oil, Global Light and Tabia Herbal, and a TCL, The Creative Life, almost in a boy mere day, your discussion segment. No. Ebremo. In the end, Yebekwa Human Swashase, Eddie and Komo. But before that, let me acknowledge some of you watching us on Facebook. Or this year, Kweku Usuba says watching live. Unfortunately, one Fabi Awoshe Yefino Anka. Eastwood Ba or say good afternoon, Chairman Obi. Watching you live from the office of Mikap's mobile car washing and detailing service. Where is it? Odi Bibi Awame Kahwa. Na yetimi achiamu ye. Thank you. Emmanuel Yao also watching us says indeed Nanado deserves 4 more years to do more for us. On also the Odiaba and on the Justice was Mensa says I'm watching you guys live from Hamburg in Germany. And many thanks to all our listeners in Germany. Mo amo share Facebook live. Yadamunyana ase. Okay. Kofiteria says, I'm watching you from Alajo T Junction. Kofiteria, thank you. Kweku Donko says, Ono Hammersmith, that's in London, Gossendom, and Cancer Ahin. Or say, I'm watching you live from Yamoransa, Gossendom. Ala Piquet says, I'm live from Senya Breku. In the Ewutu Senya West constituency, also watching us. Thank you. Okay, we say Kwesi Isaac and says, Obi et Asante Bedietu, so stop talk. And ya Asante Bedietu. Bedietu Asante, so her letter, so that's what is on the letter. Anyways, thank you for coming through. Nana Kwesi Apia Sechi say New York for nso egu ha yate New York for nyina mo nso magibra mu etie yen yeda mo nyina ase mo amu Worcester in Massachusetts. Thank you all to all of you listening to us on Golden Radio. Where he said I'm watching you live from Tema KPK Ejir. Okay, KPK Ejir share what Tema Barbara Welbeck. Barbara Ewahe. Barbara is also watching us from, let me see. Hey, names in us. Okay, Barbara of Maryland. Barbara, thank you for also watching us. Andrews Kumsen says, good afternoon. Regards to you and your able team. Thank you, Andrews. I have one other here. Let me see. Claude Oppong Nkrumah say Oshain from London. Claude Oppong Nkrumah. Thank you all for watching us. Inti mo Oshain mo mudi beba ntem ne betimi abomudi kakra na. Okay, we saw live from Nanjing in China. Nana Ajiman Akwesi Sampene. Live from China. Also the Aba and my uncle, Information Minister of the Republic of Ghana, or a member of Parliament for the Ofosia Yoruba constituency in the Eastern region, the Honorable Kojo Oppong Nkrumah Eskaya. Ewa Homansiano in the Encomo. Honorable Akwaba Pom to say
Bonsu Philip. Yamiadum Mehoy, now sir.
Yamiadum, Bibi Aboko. Constituency to say,
oh, at a form.
A form here.
For me, papa.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Benjamin Rennie, a deal of Wasia, you know, more coin, of course, saying, or down of Wasin at the same here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's see how it goes. You better read your first one come about. No, you share and statement if free presidency by quite a lengthy statement. Me just say before mobile issue statement. I'm what to say. Ghana phobia can say anka. The presidency should not respond. Part in the statement by an anke na ebia mo correspond ana asanya kwako the Nsem bebre na ebia Martin Amidu so the another statement about back and forth na ade mo dreams how many nyina before issuing the statement.
In fact, so the BIA me technical kakra. Say okay no a simple statement the issue there na it will be 3 or 4 paragraphs.
Yeah.
One saying, say, the president takes notice of Mr. Amidu resignation. 2, while instructing chief of staff, say, residual matters be a war on resignation. No, you have any come. Now, 3, and come on, I will see you a train or better me. Then, if I say, Ira Amidu. Abra or resigning, you know. Important sana or mampeni sabeka na resignation letter na letter no any in some womb abigua bontin, you know. So mampeni who say important say you bet tro you Amidu. Na ya set it and it may be straight for the public record. So mampeni Emma the secretary na bidi to asante etro. This is a letter now, on a barbonting, and I will refer to as a statement.
Absolutely.
And we were not in doubt to say a barbonting because I'm saying a very public matter until the baby barbonting. But either as it may, no, Mr. Amidu, you'll be a young Yakuno. You should send your mampanica on the day of me swearing in the say, oh, Trimo Papa and Magana. And somehow can publicly no, and no anything on 2 major grounds are hostility for the resignation. Na by office and no man office to say, and who he say, you public record no, I reflect the young of the event. Anybody in any year, and yen to qua nye bufu nyakem yen between a tamuta, yen maya no in piano. Debia, we are not looking for and in fact, my main kind of blame. This is a Yura Mahama say, on any yageno, or friend a coward said this is stupidity, then you county idea. Or man penning or no send your training ability, yes, ada. But the beginning yageno, and no anything in the bedroom.
Am I to understand, Kojo said, Enra letter, a free office of the president by and was to Martin Amidu and not to the Ghanaian public? Sanity.
In fact, a letter from the secretary to the president to the Ghanaian public. It starts by saying Dear Mr. Amidu,
yes,
I refer to your letter dated 16 November, and it is addressed to Mr. Amidu. But obviously, I pay a matter of public concern. One say, about one thing. You do.
Okay, the meaning say officially, Office of the President did not put this out. That's what it
I'm
means.
not aware of that. I'm not aware of that.
Okay. And then now we can say two major issues. Nana Mone, special prosecutor Enyadrin, as issues forming the basis for his resignation. Number one, obviously, the issue of interference.
No, correct.
In the moment, I must say the basis for which I'll conclude is President A interfere with the Jumim into the Juma air to Hono, Monene Adria, Enye.
No, correct. Also, prior to the Kata, sure 16 November, I bar to the general public. Abribia Amidu, that's some more can say. Send your man penny as soon as thing. A man of Quenya say onion Juma, then Sako Jeno, Lenny so. In fact, you could see in a letter, Bako Sakata Namu, or say, and me sure what can I tell listeners? I don't intend to go over it, but Mechanical Cross say this has been made possible by the courage and commitment of His Excellency the President in redeeming the promise he made to Ghanaians when he, as a presidential candidate of a political party, to establish an independent anti-corruption statutory entity to make meaningful any real commitment to prevent and to fight corruption. The Office of Special Prosecutor Act 959 established this office. The President ensured that in the teeth of strong opposition, Special Prosecutor was able to have his way, to have included in the Office of Special Prosecutor Operations Regulations, the Prevention of Corruption Regulations, which, to the best of my knowledge, may be the first in Africa and meet international standards and the best practices. Where you Amidu, prior to the resignation, I all children say, when you do here something in the man, letter back on 3rd August, or say, I have remained in this office this long out of personal respect for the President's shared commitment with me to fight corruption. So at all material times, until the resignation, Pama has what to say, Obia interfere with Nejuma. Now, Oka interference or more specific instance are not considered as interference. And no Chemu say meetings of 21st October, NM say 1st November, I call so a woman penia catching. Or consider those meetings and in come call honor as interference. Meetings no meetings are. Obi first, Ghana Mra, you be any more a friend of corruption risk assessment. The DSN Ghana Mremo. Office of the Special Prosecutor and Mrani a man to me say on investigating now on prosecuting corruption and corruption related offences.
Asempa FM.
Inti enka ye kind of strict sense according to Mrana. Ya yura ewo 2 minutes or yen say obe investigate now prosecute obi osusu say why involved in corruption or corruption related offense. Corruption risk assessment chekigana bakosem ebi ni hase ye bi da.
More man is our mandate no in the Special Prosecutors Act.
Who to me check him run. Me na me a member of the committee, Constitutional and Legal Committee. I'm a floor of Parliament. Any ready. Who to me check it? Who to me be a lawyer penny there? Any ready. Because who cast a corruption risk assessment? They are all kind of say transaction requiring you, but who to me say, and now this should be a BC. Adiana and who this should be a BC say so. Obi eye ketase semi proebi wo bo ni ya na se eni. Eno ntre se wo bua se obi eye ketase semi proebi wo. Assessment wo di susu bia bi na esi wo se ade a wo yi ni susu se so obi eye ketase semi proe wo mo yi ya na ni yi may assess the risk of corruption. Na me tell say ni Ghana mre Now, you Amidu Kase or baby. Or Castle Bayano. Be in point. Fact, instruction I demand minister responsible for finance, they say, suspend the transaction. No. Namo Amidu yet corruption risk assessment. Obi unstoppable. On why you really no. On one cat or trouble man penny say of courtesy to the president as president and commander in chief in T or the copy air Breno. Now or share him say a be inform future executive actions. It will be requested for Kratano. Or the Kratane by at the first meeting, in fact, time I'm inviting for meeting, I'm requesting it. What the Krata we have, say to inform future executive action. And the told Safra said, now media or the Aban who come. Also, Montani Bisa was meeting, they say. So, one more assembly form, one more quite more may your manuana. And Ojitum said there be your mouth quite. Na the oye ni say otro so mumfa asem no krata nyina mra no mfa susu dua ensi ho onya assessment na oye assessment ni wie no dia onu esusu enie man penin say any answer na meso me comment at the mount no meso member o makwanya say wo muso enyi o ma no esan say emrem the legal principle I follow, Odi or Peram pattern. Who or say bon so Philip? Mean to me, any susuyem fat was in people, I bid on an answer. I mean, me so, and wasn't. Yesu Christo cry, Abra or motor crying a buano kumfono, ye bizarre say. So, one I will say, O ye yanko banana. When we send you pano asema, to me one attain. Nti Bibia come Rasuku I tell say one of the principles of natural justice, any odi or terram pattern. So who can be one stemwa? Unti most central for say, Nya posu ni pano ni ho be yina no nti asem no yemfen konkon wansa. Isa say one more makwenya mo meyo mano na o say there. No say me maybe saw. And sana me so say no bi ka on Maka. Incho minister responsible for finance. Responsible for finance and respond here. Because until then, no be for minister responsible for finance. So be for someone to name say ni na. Opening way is so we are not saying. So man penny done. But then the response by a second meeting, and on the two Amidu him. Say enuni. Enti what you man now we can factor into it. You Amidu say, also so fair, and no amount to an interference with Nejuma. Yate, by any yadria, any year. It's answer, a Juma no yellow crampoa any remono, will be unstoppable. Transaction cry, stop also on the oncoyan assessment, Emra. Coyan assessment by or no one can or the Bobby and Bisano. It is a more comment. Not say a finance minister, Akwenya say, or no so encounter no bibi. Near the no kind amawa, it cannot amount to interference. Ye no ya can wa and ye. But about parliament, they say, send your man penny cano. So Musa Franco parliament, no one chums say no Amidu, a cow assembly. Simonsa review at the end. Said the Okan when you know, so I'm moving one and more mobile too. After one, I'm masters of my own rules. Someone in Yajin Samubil. It cannot amount to interference. Which is the first point of mine. No, of Anthony Secretary. And show that I know actually say. I run it to a test. I have to copy of Sassemino. You interfere with the Jumano. It didn't here.
Yeah, but the point about corruption risk assessment, any mremono is an interesting one because Anyasa should have featured in the response from the presidency. Some of the special prosecutor report now, the report on corruption risk assessment on the Japan deal now. I think the first page introduction, no, he makes the point. Introduction, I think paragraph 3. So, in view of the elaborate provisions in the 1992 Constitution and other laws made to protect the extractive mineral resources of the nation for and on behalf of the chiefs and people of Ghana, this office, as a specialized, independent, preventive, investigative, prosecutorial, and asset recovering anti-corruption agency established by this government, decided under the Office of the Special Prosecutor Act 2017, Act 959, to undertake an analysis of the risk of corruption and anti-corruption assessment of the processes originating of what became known as transaction blah blah blah. The next paragraph, Neka say, the Special Prosecutor accordingly decided on 10th September 2020 to invoke the mandate of this office pursuant to Section 2C, 4, 29, 69, and 73 of the Office of the Special Prosecutor Act 2017 and Regulation 31 of the Office of the Special Prosecutor Operations Regulations LI 2374, enjoining the office to execute the object of prevention of corruption in addition to investigating and prosecuting corruption and corruption-related offences. Indeed, say prevention can mandate one. Say the corruption risk is to prevent potential as a possible corruption. Indeed, how does it come? Say any can mandate one, Kojo?
First of all, I know pay MPMKata or patients back home, and Miami can say, say, or no, what interpretive prevention no to mean say. There will be a friend of corruption risk assessment. You will never find that in the piece of legislation. The okay section here but be anyway actual corruption risk assessment. They are only creation as a vehicle to achieve the object of prevention. Now make sure say and no one say a bit more some of my can say I say on the crowd, but I think I want to crowd most open.
Asempa FM.
But principle and the reason is that Ubia crowd stop on. I be any more one cast interpret say obey the be a friend of corruption risk assessment. Into your cast obey and no Ubia stop on. And he said,
because maybe there was no basis to stop him because Yaman to me so bit my Nioma to prevent corruption. Law and man discretion, Nioma or bit me are here to prevent corruption. So on what basis would anybody want to stop him? Me too.
There are some things that are not contested on the face of the law. There are some things that to me I interpret say because of prevention we maintain so say we say we give people a friend of corruption risk assessment. Obi to me a contest to. Obi person interfere with Wejuma. Obi to me a contest to. I'm saying sir, dealing with the first argument of interference. Even right from that side or now, also a corruption risk assessment. You know, catch a finance ministry, so almost suspended. No subject. Even on the ground that a bit more and Kaubi to me are contested. We didn't bother to contest it because Ubia is not interested in frustrating Nejuma and us interfering with Nejuma. That is the principle of what I'm making. It's a corruption risk assessment as a creature, a only a prevention. Now me catch also, although now what interpretive prevention to me is also a corruption risk assessment. In fact, one has since then, okay, from impelling-phobia to say each principal empire. Or more make arguments, and if you say, you create a standard, we say, transaction, they are borrow a certain amount of money, and was set corruption risk assessment.
Yeah.
That's a new introduction that is now being discussed because of this thing that Mr. Amidu announced he was going to do. And then that's the principle. So it cannot be so be interfere. And Mr. Cho said, oh yeah, we will be a plan requested.
I would want to believe, sir.
The buy. Oh yeah, no so the buy, will be undirect. No, Mr. Amidu chairman say or consider no say it's a directive to review. And then you cut any medium. Nobody has that intention to direct him to review. because yet the assets are independent and nobody has at any point in time sought to do that. And only the first argument.
Okay.
No, and you say, you need be manu, and you say, you better to be a man and send you be more yellow. Yeah, can say. So say, we less into interfere with the Juma dia. I
think some kind through statement now. The two statement, the one from Amidu and our presidency, I think maybe who bone of contention a president response from the finance minister or not handing it over at the Ama Martin. I think that's where the issue is. Time Martin at the report nibi and we import from members who say and yet the full report not the president or the 13-page write up on the report not the president.
That is true.
Yes, in the president in Sakan's 13-page report, was it the president understanding say Martin per se or two one among, and as a Martin would want to hear from the president based on what he submitted to him?
In fact, okay, Amidu letter or the buyer or say I was saying for future executive action. I was saying 2 1 among, and among many into. To me now be and Obishan said so one man a quenya manage na no ana and Okase there video and say or requesting for Nkrata from both parliament and the ministry. Nkrata no year no assessment or this should be a see who this should be this see who no and I feel should say obi eketa se shene proye wo mu a ebeye yie no man penity any de bisa no e mo no so yi na no nti the troll no the remarks by the remarks that and no is what was submitted to him and no na yeru Amidu chiremu say it amounts to interference. Mamema another the same report and as a risk assessment report yeru Amidu from Parliament.
Yeah.
So chairman of the finance committee opening a board mark. It took Mr. Amidu on say say now say we assessment of a Juma parliament, the parliament of Ghana here. What was open the forwarding Kratana bill. Now per se Ubua their parliament here, make chairman of the committee whom frame even to appear before you and answer questions. Clerks to the committee whom Frobia. Now wa Nkrata now say Ukraine Kratana ususu say parliament and to the one cry document and now watch it. Nanka frame me and come to me amount the audio recording of the meetings. Any questions are you bisa I inform you decision and answer what assessment away says so one part say parliament and kind document nana.
But will that not have come later? Because I think he indicated say and talk was why investigations proper where he would have given the opportunity to the people cited. And
or say so who said BB Wumua a touch ma let's say also investigation kasa or because in fact where do you say May?
Okay.
I see May. So who said BB Wumua? In Fitiasiana, we and Parliament raising the same problems there. Now, let me say a point. Because when we start now, yes, sir, they are also friend of corruption risk assessment. At their medical say, I said, I mean, learning on one or class of bay, will be a crying any problem or say, yeah. Numpos we are, it's a parliament. If you have no argument, a parliament for raising, led by the chairman of the committee raising. So it is a non opinion so. And all Kase, there has been interference with the Juma and not an attempt to interfere with the Juma there. Omanpenin Secretary Krata was going to say, no, the enemy had him away. So, what can Omanpenin comment? Tell me, what or no share vision, no, maybe Juma boom. Then, what send back?
Hello? 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 Hello, Kojo? Okay, too bad. We might have to work the lines and get him back. Now, the second leg of President's statement, which is on resourcing the office of the special prosecutor, yet to me, Eddie and also home common after the interview. Now, baby, about him said Adum praise afibia yedi adum praise ebremo this year 2020 because of COVID-19 inti yeah virtual inti a virtual concert adum praise 2020 you can virtual away no yeah far be for kwan so na a day aye inti emra no so said and you know it's interesting because this year in a multimedia group is really 25 years and indeed it's been Christ at work and we want this year's Adum Praise to be mega and massive. So come join heart to praise the Lord Almighty for his mercies during this COVID-19 pandemic. And a Friday 20th November 2020 NIA virtual concert from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. It's a totally virtual production coming to you in your homes, on TV, and then on all our social media platforms. Leading us in praise and worship, Elder Miracle, Celestine Donko, Edwin Datson, MOG, Jeshon Ochre, Bernard Amankwa, Sylvester Seidu, men of worship. You were evangelist Dinah Asamoah, you were Rose Ejay, the multimedia choir, Sax Bossa, Sisi Beidu, and many more. And make a date with us. It's conveniently free. And when we be live all over the world in this multi TV decoder maybe or access to internet or online all our platforms into a Dom FM platform, a Sempa FM platform, Insha FM platform, live. Adum Praise, ya him Aseda Enka Nyame. Your sponsors DBS Roofing, Roof Papa Pafi, Serene Insurance, official insurer of Adum Praise, Franco Trading Enterprise, Phone Papa Pafi, Optima Hair Relaxer, bring your hair back to life. Tampico Drink, Irresistible, Escort Security Services, Duty First, Ultimate, My Way Insurance, Simple Life Insurance for My Life, and MTN Momo. Dial *165# to sign up. And at Tinalina Catering, Omunina Ebuaini, Adum Praise Abremo this year. Because Ahomano, rough kakra, yes.
Okay, not me the first point in the berry is there. Sasamano, the near soon you say. You be say you Amidu said so. One more may you man no out there be na actual finance ministry manage nanu di samaba na de ma you Amidu no say he interprets it to mean a directive to review and until there has been an attempt to interfere there any dim yenene adria any.
Okay, and then it's one other point we raise here, and I think it's about the resourcing the office of the special procurator. And also, no, Nana Bedia to Asante Letana or spend quite a lot of time on
Absolutely.
That. And then responses, Nene saying,
by response, they say the award yeah from say be a resource you Amidu office. Yainina, Yakramanabroso. 2018, you became on 1 million Ghana cedis at the Bonnet. June 2018, Obas up at 2.79 million at the capital expenditure. Yamano commencement authorization. One for request back Ambassador Opessor the 2BB. 2019, requested for 360 million Ghana cedis. Parliament approved 180 million the man. 180 million no 33.4 million for salaries. Patriotism you 33.4 million for salaries. 88 million for operations. 58 million for capital expenditure. Omancho kata ba ko krampo amata yin release this kind of amount. Ministry, department and agents we are parliament approval budget we are. We are there for an application for release. Up to there, Oman Fakrata Bakokra Mati release amount. Ministry of Finance echo ahead. It released 65 million Ghana cedis.
Hello? Hello, Kojo? Hello? Wow. and the line see a higher drain. Papa, too bad. The line just dropped into ADF. Good afternoon to ADF for Takrade. Also, Tadi is listening. Thank you, ADF of Rock FM in Takrade. Chief Bain said, Obi, please ask Kojo, when the president took a decision on the Ijapa deal, was it after engaging the finance minister? If so, then the president was convinced that there was some wrongdoing as recommended by the special prosecutor, and that should be the focus, Obi. Interference, yes, there was, because the president is not the one to submit the finance minister's response. What does that mean? Is the president an investigator? Good afternoon, Obi. Good afternoon to you too, Chief Baine. We say, good afternoon, Obi. Please say a good afternoon to my very good friend, Mr. Samuel Brian Boabe. He should take all easy. Archibald Frimpong. And on the way a brain Walanyo Wakwetia, and he says Mr. Martin Amidu couldn't succeed in his agenda to run down the government, but his okay, I don't think we should be using such harsh words. If you don't agree with him, state your position. Walanyo Wakwetia, I will not continue with your message. I mean, those are not very fair words. In the end, you're very careful. Obi, kindly help me wish my daughter Grace Ali a happy birthday. Today is her day. May the Lord protect and bless her. And the maker say, may the kind of the woman say, I don't praise and che ebeba so would get Kojo back. But as an amazing studio, na me made in Rose Ejay, a gospel musician, one of the artists will be performing on the 20th of November. That's on Friday. If you are there, she will be performing live. Ewo Adom Praise. Rose, akwa bana pom to say. Bibi okoye. Wow. And for omo ayi Rose J hwan.
Okay, we dey me chia etiefo nyina.
Etiefo
so. Rose J oba bi a meka ne say Oba honfefo.
We dey. Egugu enu ago. Egugu enu sepa.
Sebio me pen ni pasem pa na ereyembre mu Nyankopon de na adom me se meka na asem emfa nyum to so. And me started to me to nyuma check akra
Oh, okay.
Now me releasing my first album na 2013.
2013.
And me release Wuyo nyami uye na watoyo.
Oh, una boss anyum no.
Wow. Misambo eja wa shamiso dane minu mi ina shiro. We be mi shiro pona mami mini mi fie for ya ye shira.
Oh wow.
Then the mechanic crowd
Wow. Rose J. No, way too much. Voice no so tough.
That's
tough. Enti Adum Praise perform it so you are aware. 20th if you are there why already? In the team for 18 you know expected on Friday.
I'm expected the best. And away na ba sorry nyame a kire omo.
Absolutely.
Omo and e ka bo na ye da nyame ase. Esan say ye hwe afi 2020 anyoma bebre na esisi nkofo bebre na ewu. Nyama boni bebre na esisi na nsu so say nyame ahwe ye nso abo ye ho ban na say ye da so tinkwam a. I think this is a privilege say ye ejidifo obi ko anye ojidi ni kra obetumi aka ye ho na ya tumi ada nyame ase e wo mpempen so anyame e de edu because this is the 11th month in the year. Kwa afine we ya. Nkofo bebre nya expectations bebre say afi 2020 we meto car me worry me sit down me yesi, but it's never too late because ade bia ni ho nyame onto be. Ti say afina hyase na we expect bibi na nyame nye ya, it is not late. I believe say onyame otenema ayeye ni sorry am nti say to me sorry nyame free ade mu ade nyina. The Lord will be present, and that time no so be obey no.
Wow. This is something new, a virtual concert.
That's right.
And how are you prepared for it? Because when we know nipa domini na etonyo. Nipa ni ofie and the show.
Oh yes, num say na yetumi be live worship nyina ka nipa ngina hoso so yetu e ma nipa yogie. So it is part and parcel of us. And difficult thing, but as I said earlier, no, when they are all going to be a part of it because we fear, we share, we fear now. We radio sukrana. You can still be with us in spirit. At the end of the day, no, so it's going to be normal. We are prepared.
Wow. And for be a fear, when you're not going say on Friday or Adum Praise, and then I'll be catching any panel.
Na meka chani say more on you confused that day there it will be the day oni Nyankopon eba be hia e wo kwan soronko so because I always say yen Ekristofoɔ binom na ya limit onyankopɔn to the church. But this is the time, as I say, because of the AC corona brain, they should make us know say God is not limited to only the church. But baby be our friend Yankupon be obejoso. So they should be in expectancy. They should expect something great from God that day. You know, say on share Adum TV that. Say obe experiencing God that this should be the time or shepa no friend and now for fun say or ko baby for say who ko cinema so wa movie to wa fra now for oh mama met na me fie na the story. That's right.
Wow, that's interesting. And Rosa J and Amotian gospel musician wa mama ho nyum bia wa since 2013 that's a album.
Of course, I have 3 albums.
3 albums?
Yes.
Wow.
My first album, ni nyum me no me boy. And my second album, nyum ba ko ye. Sena nyamimre na nensu ye. Inti nana nipa jojo mi no. Sena nyamimre na nensu ye. Inti nana nipa buma bonfia no. O nyamimre nyensu yo. Sena mimre nsu ye. Se unkron kron ba miswa. That is my second album. And this time around, Masa to Nyumbi Amatun didn't say na God. That is the title of my third album. We released it in the last 2 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, anyway, and Ken's your fresh.
Now, baby, I say, I didn't na God. Yeah. And I'm me say, me catch on say, a day na yen in the payenya watch as if was as is one. And in school, I call diplomas, all the degrees we've attained. Sambre we asun say yebehu won say gidi ni ana onipa bia say wodum pempenso bi wa braboma. Sometimes we feel arrogant and we feel say it's our own strength na mayenya sa anwoma no enti wonyum no tie say growing up I made a discovery that there's a God who changes destinies. I decided to give him a try. He blew my mind. Free health, free protection, problem solved, total solution. He blessed my life. He saved me with no conditions attached. I call him my God. God.
Wow, that's the song I'm to be wow. But Minya started you know. But I think that's a good voice. I mean, we're looking forward to hearing from you on Friday. Live on Adum TV, live on Adum FM, live on Asempa FM, and all our other social media platforms. So between share Adum Praise virtual concert for 2020 live 7 p.m. Pepepeni Ashasie to 11 p.m. na Yapona Bibia etimi akwenji. Rosa J will be featuring live on that stage. Inti bomade onye wadwe enne miniza wote voice you know wadwe asesasa obehwe Adum Praise. Rose mama ya nase na kwaje wa home relaxing voice no, for Friday baby amen.
Wait a minute, nyamias na meda obi biara wa support Rose J all these years and all those people la umahwe aduma to this time nyami adum 25 years and ya adicate for ngo to me starting na e be do some 2-3 months kra wo hwehwe omo kra into nyami wa ye bi into this is the time as say ye da nyamiase and there is one thing I'm a person me catch obi biara say I was born and lived in Liberia for 16 years.
Oh, in Liberia?
Yes. In Tokanisi yeni nyina na me wo ho. Inti me pese me fasa akwanya we na me de tu obi biara otie me. Me to no fu say intokwa anya ade papa.
Anya ade papa.
Ade ebe cause destruction in our land. This is the only land that Nyankopon de aman ya yewo. Inti yenhwe so ye na yembo ho ban. Inti nyame ya adom na se emre no so se ye kwa akoto aba. Ko na koto aba. Sebi se ni awupe obi mpe anya ntokwa me ameti esunu party a me won esunu party a me kunu wo nanso yenja ya ware da so tifie ba kumu enti at the end of the day no utu wa bawie na wakofie ukoji wa home na ye body pa na we win at the end of the day onyankopon e na ebehwe yen so obebo yen ho ban the parties and the leaders are there but nyame e na ebehwe yen so sira obi bia otie me menko don't go and kill your friend or your neighbor because of a party embwa no I my ensu and say my this is the only one because in Tokoesi wa Liberia in Tokoaba where are you going Kwambi and protected and I'm person me catch obi biara so say whatever you do you should be focused the fact say na wo ye no bi ye hu ye ntine ma wo wabemu mu pese mejai na ye ni at the right time na me be hye ne ho ni onyam
wow
me so me da wase
that's a good one Rose me na say nyame shraw yeah that's a pa in the Rose J na moten en kano she will be performing live on Adom Praise that virtual concert Adom Praise 2020 and watch out for her. The other A-list gospel artists are lining up, including Elder Mreku, Celestine Donko, Edwin Datson, MOG, Jeshon Ochre, Bernard Amankwa, Sylvester Seidu, Men of Worship, Evangelist Diana Samoa, the Multimedia Choir, Sax Bosa, and Sisi Beidu. Omunyaba beka rules na Adom Praise 2020. Etume ede abremo. Let me get back onto the phone lines. Na femini kojo emyeni entwaso. Snit Director General about the cancer. In the end, chamo betenenka. Kojo we dey ahoma na ha yen kakra. But I hope say you betumi ede awie sisia. Now we can nioma amaye to support the office of the special prosecutor.
And the crowd betcha me because me fi kofodia na eba back to Nkrumah.
Oh, okay.
Right to Information Commission. Omanpeni swear in board. Any executive secretary no they are buying and say you do maka de mom na omo aha nkofo omo hia ne ade afiase at the institution na yejuma sa na ye no in the office of special prosecutor you set it up no sika na rebe ma especially when omo ye independent office sika na rebe ma no omo ankasa e recruit nipa omo hia na omo yejuma until 2018 ye ma 1 million Ghana cedis. June 2018, Omsan requested for 2.7 million Ghana cedis. Says can you commencement authorization for it? Yadema omono. Omanye request bakokrambA for payment in respect of SAR related procurement. 2019, the budget for 360 million Ghana cedis and a buy.
Oh, okay.
Parliament approved 180 million and a demand. Ministry bia na adwumako bia ya approve budget mawa we had the friend request for release near release kanama Oman requested for release neither. Apart from the fact Oman requested for release no Ministry of Finance nankasa echo ahead to release and some of transfer South Africa 65.69 million Ghana cedis record to on account more Bank of Ghana. You move 5.2 million per Ghana Mremuno, Ekosiisen at the end of the year 2019, no says you sweep now back to consolidated fund. Yeah, exception now. As at 12 November 2020, Aminoka say, Sika 60.47 million at our account, including 33.4 million for salaries. And it is a no-be argument say. Yena yebua pa yentu ya na car compensation for employees 33.47 at the account them. Na need the more we are aware. 2020 but Parliament budget for 188 million. Omo requested and release our so far 39 million. Emu 36 million for compensation of employees. So far Siko mo yefi account no mo 308,000.
I want to believe sir
last one.
Okay.
Last one.
Okay.
2019 your mom financial clearance say omo for mom ni 49 and omo nye obi
yeah me too Okojo
omo fa 2 pe and so na bad dine asemo ampa infitiasi number of dine cantonments and in September 2018 omuni Amidu see in Konya say yempe permanent baby obehejuma on the 18th of September and oba no see we hu adan bi o cantonment opposite bank hospital yemfe mano
Sempa FM
enti the ampeni for ye ni say by 20th of September omuni onone ne nkofo ne committee ni na akọhwe adan no osi ope 21st September no atro ama AESL4 abasa omo baba inspect ho aye ho adwuma ma no if you say aye ho adwuma no by 4th October and of chief of staff or telephone so says I die on video. Don't know what chair on video. Close to very high commission. Adana chief of staff MIHO letter to trade ministry say Wabunya is agency dining money at the whole Amidu Ayade. The first dime a good man here don't see Jai.
Hello? Hello, Kojo? Hello? Okay, too bad for yet another time. No line, no, I bad. We might have to postpone the interview. Na share the a bit to me. Got time, no, 21 minutes after 3. Ekosiisen, so make say Director General of SNET Atena say Dr. John for written crown. Inti enche yebe kon hona ya shasi.